family, this next coming week is about to be absolutely crazy. The stock market is going to be closed on the 4th of July, but the big, beautiful bill is passed by the House of Representatives. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing in this video so you can see how we're looking to make money. Today, I am richer than I've ever been. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to show you. We've been consistent on a hot streak and it's paying off, and I want to see you get paid too. I want to give a shout out to some people who already got paid, like Trudy. She said she's grateful. She's been off her W-2 job for 2 weeks, but she's been in KGU heavy ever since. And she said, I love you, Keenan. She sent a protective energy. She made over 252%. I love to see it, Trudy. We got another member of KGU, Keenan Graces University, where I teach you about the stock market and so on. Zookeeper said, not computer savvy. However, today's session was the best for you, and you highly recommend that anybody upgrades to the doctorate tier. You even turned a $360 account and got an extra profit of $180 on top of that. So I wanted to salute you. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Danny Smooth, who absolutely killed it on Robinhood and made $177,000, up over 748% to be exact. I love to see it, family, just off of the stock. If you want to join Keenan Graces University and learn how to trade, and you actually willing to take yourself seriously and put in the time and follow us, where I get into the trades, I show you the buy alerts, the stop losses, everything step by step. I got 2 links in the comments for you. One of them is the free link for when I talk about a hot stock or I want to send you information that you need to be privy on. That's going to be free. And then KGU, that's the one where you're going to invest into yourself. I see you over there, family. KGU, when you get to it, you're going to see it's going to say learn to invest with a top 1% trader. 99% of traders are not profitable, but we on the other end of that. So I look forward to showing you how I'm actually doing it. Then I want to give you a few stocks to look at, because this big, beautiful bill passed the Senate and then it passed the House of Representatives, meaning that we're gonna have an opportunity to really see some crazy spending happen in the market. Now, let me give you the background on that before I give you the stocks. So the big, beautiful bill, this is the tax bill that the government is pushing, right? And they're gonna cut taxes and then basically make it so the government could do more spending. They expect to spend about $2 billion, almost $3 billion more on just the economy than they did previously. So now that we see all of this spending, where is it gonna go? They often try to tell you in the world that we got this thing, it's called trickle-down economics. Trickle-down economics means you give all of the big businesses all of these money and tax breaks, and then it trickles down to everybody else. That's actually never gonna work, ever. Why? Because it's actually trickle up. Whenever you give people money who are not doing the things they need to do financially, but mentally as well, they don't understand money, what they're gonna do is give it back. So if I give, let's say that I give you right now, or your cousin Pookie, your cousin Ray Ray, your Aunt Peaches, and they don't understand money, and I give them $20,000 today, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna give it to Mercedes. They're gonna give it to Louis Vuitton. They're gonna give it away. They're gonna give it back. They're gonna give it to Delta Airlines. They're gonna give all of the money back to those who already have it. This is what happens when you have what they call stinking thinking. And I'm trying to break you out of that. So what's gonna happen with this is the government, they're gonna give tax breaks. They're gonna give companies tax breaks. They're gonna give people tax breaks, and they're gonna spend a lot of money. But all of it is gonna trickle up to the big companies who always win. So how do you use this to win? The way that you use it is you learn how to invest into the winners. And this is what I'm gonna help you do in this video. The first one I want you to look at is, first of all, artificial intelligence kind of stocks. This one is Big Bear AI, BBAI, and there are 2 buy zones now. Before there was 1, now there's 2, and it got updated on the charts. Before we get to the charts, I wanna show you the trading trends, and this is showing us that insiders are just starting to sneakingly buy some of it. So since we see they buying a little bit, they're saying that the reason they're doing it is because BBAI, on August 22nd, the options trading on this one will begin. You can't trade options on this one, you can only buy the stock. But once that happens, the activity on this is gonna blow up, and you want to watch it. But remember, investing has risk. I don't want you to lose any money. I want you to talk to a professional in your area about investing before you take any risk. The 2 buy zones, in my opinion, I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, are the 750 to 730. That's the first one. But if you're more patient, you can wait for the second one, which is the 650 to the 630. So in that range, they're basically $1 apart, but this is where the institutions are buying it. Let's get to another piece of this. Since we know the tax breaks are coming, let's look into it a little bit. Individuals are getting tax breaks and businesses are getting tax breaks. When individuals get tax breaks and they got that stinking thinking, you know they're gonna give all of the money back. to the institutions. When institutions get tax breaks and businesses, they pump it into the business. So both of those tax breaks is going to trickle its way up to the winners, aka the businesses, and I'm going to be able to benefit from that, and I want you to benefit from that too. Then they're saying there's no tax on tips and overtime pay, and people who earn under 150, they're going to be able to benefit from that. So if they got more money and they, let's say, have that stinking thinking too, where they think, oh, every dollar I get, I got to go and give it back to the businesses, then you know it's going to come right back to your Nvidias, your Apples, your Louis Vuittons, all of them, right? So you got to learn how to invest. And then they're going to get a child tax credit, $2,500 all the way through 2028. They're doing a state and local tax deduction for people who make under 500K. It's a whole lot going on, family. And they're going to spend a lot of money too, right? Everything don't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but you got to be able to navigate this and understand people who do know how to navigate this so that you can make it make sense. The debt ceiling was increased by $5 trillion, meaning the government is going to be pumping money into all kind of stuff, family. That's just how it go. That's why the stock market hitting all-time highs today. The institutions know what time it is. They're introducing something called Trump accounts, where they're going to provide a $1,000 savings account for children. So since you know that these things are coming, people who have more money, more liquid money, family, if they don't know how to use money, then what they're going to do is, like I told you before, and you know this is true. If you know this is true, write true in the chat. People who don't know how to use money, they're going to give it back to the rich people. They're going to give it back to the businesses. And then the businesses that get money, they're going to pump it into the businesses. What makes sense? Buying businesses. So that's what we're going to look at. The first, or actually the second one, the first one was Bear AI. The next one is NVIDIA. Ticker symbol NVDA. NVIDIA is 159, and artificial intelligence is just going to get another pump, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. There are 2 buy zones on this one as well. The first buy zone for this is 157 to 156. The next buy zone is 151.20 to 151.70. You can take screenshots of these, but the next one is AMD. This is another artificial intelligence kind of a play like NVIDIA, but not as big as NVIDIA. This one is 137. The buy zone on this, there are 2. There's a strong one at 134, and there's a weak one at 137. So this is where institutions are buying. Whenever I tell you a buy zone, just know Keenan Grace is telling you that the buy zone is where institutions are buying it. Oftentimes, retail investors and everyday investors are buying it. No, I like buying it with the institutions because they're the ones who make the things move. And on the live stream today, we was killing it. But like I said before, if individuals are getting tax breaks, we know they pump their money right back into the winners, right? The winning institutions. Here's a winning institution or business, and it's Amazon. Think about this. If everybody's getting a tax break, what do people do with their tax break money? They often put that tax break money into liabilities. They often spend it. They often blow it. So if they're going to blow it, we know that they're going to put that money on Amazon. Amazon stock, ticker symbol AMZN is the next one. It's $223 right now. But here's another piece of news. Outside of all of the money that Amazon's customers are about to get, Amazon Prime Day 2025 is coming up, and they're saying, here's the best deals and blah, blah, blah. Amazon Prime Day is July 8th to July 11th. So it's a few days, and we know that people are going to pump money into that like crazy. Family, let's get paid. If you not getting money here, I'm telling you this. You're missing out on generational wealth. Tap into KGU. This is your call to action. This is your call to believe in yourself and to believe that you could build your wealth, family. I'm trying to extend the olive branch. All you got to do is grab it. I'll see you over there, family, and let's get to this money. The links are in the top of the description. Take advantage of it now. Take care.